Hey guys, welcome back to Alternative Smallholding. It's Sunday and it's overcast but very warm and muggy, and yesterday we had a storm. Well, we didn't get it too bad here and this plot's quite sheltered anyway, but I know that some people around the UK have lost like greenhouses and polytunnels, and I really feel for you guys. I'm sorry. I feel so sorry for you. But I'm not going to do like a tour thing today because I'm actually going to film my April plot tour tomorrow, finally. Well, we're up here to get all sorts of jobs done and to make a list of things that need to be done as well, because it really is like all go now, isn't it? It's that time when we think our last frost dates are just a little bit further away. Nights are going to drop down to, I think it's 3 and 4, like tonight, tomorrow night, and then they're going back up again, but I am scared that they're going to go back down again for a little while, so still holding off putting anything out. It's worth waiting just for that extra week, isn't it? Just to make sure. So I'm going to show you some things that we are getting up to. Looks like I'm about to get attacked by a Roo and her friend. Your cat.
Yeah.
Beardy Dude is hard at work, and this lot is some of Roo's spare tomatoes, and over there, and all in there too. The idea with these is we have just brought them up here for a couple of days because we need some space at home to be getting on with some other things, and we potted all of them on last night and this morning, and we potted on loads of other things as well, like brassicas and all sorts. And then on, I think the 12th of May, we're going to have a plant sale near our house, and Roo is going to sell everything for like 20p, 50p, something like that, and make us some extra pennies. And if she earns enough to do what she wants to do, she wants to go out for the day, if she earns enough, then we are going to take her out and she will learn about working to earn money to do things that you want to do. Some of them are looking a bit sorry for themselves though. Oh gosh, you're getting squished, aren't you? You poor thing. We're going to put the rest, some of them in here, and then the rest of them are going to have to go into the greenhouse to sit underneath the benches, I think. Why are you all floppy? Oh, there's all sorts in here. While we're talking about tomatoes though, I've got something I want to show you. So these are our tumbling toms. You see these here? These are flower buds, and they are wanting to flower already. Now they are a good enough size that they can be planted out, but we're not going to do that for a few weeks because of risk of frost. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm taking these ones home now because they will be grown at home. I'm not growing them here. And these flower buds, I'm just going to nip them out so that they don't go to flower. And the reason behind this, Jess did the same on her tomatoes the other day. And the reason behind it is that we want to ensure that when we plant those tomatoes, they put their immediate energy into growing roots, not into growing fruits. Roots, not fruits. Yes, I'm going to say that. So I will be taking off any flower heads that I see, and there are some inside actually, so let's go and have a look. Welcome to the jungle. This is my favourite place in the world right now. But I noticed this one when I came in. This is a Zandal Green Goddess, and that one is definitely trying to go to flower. And I can see that there are others. I think this is this Brandy Boy. That wants to go to flower too. So basically, they are telling me that they are ready to produce and be fertilised and create their fruits. But they are not ready because you've got a few weeks to go yet, babies. You're just going to have to be patient. They're just going to have to wait. But none of them looks, well, I say one of them looks stressed. But I don't know, because I've not grown this one before. That's great white purple, so that's got loads of anthracite in its fruits anyway. So I don't know if its leaves are typically tinged with purple or if it's stress. But either way, that is the only plant that seems to have, and the great white purple that's next to it. In fact, because there's two of them, then it probably is something to do with the type of plant rather than stress, isn't it? Because nothing else looks stressed. As you can see, they look amazing. Look at them. Such good healthy plants. Monty, my family garden. How's your okra doing? I hope it's doing better than mine. Because that, well, it's gone yellow for a start, so it's lacking nutrients. It is not a happy plant. I am very tempted to just start it again. Right then, we are at the turnip bed with the beetroots and then the line of beetroots here. There's all kind of wind blown leaves around as well, so it looks like there's loads of weeds, but I promise you there's not. So I just wanted to say though, if you're growing radishes, arugula, rocket, turnips, anything like that, and you see these little holes on the leaves, don't be worried about it. That's just flea beetle. I know commercial growers, market gardeners try to use netting or captures to prevent it, because obviously it doesn't look nice at market and people are a bit, it doesn't look appetizing. But really it does absolutely nothing to your crop. It does not affect the actual fruit that you're going to be eating. So don't worry about it. It's just flea beetle. Obviously on rocket you eat the leaf and it might put you off a bit, but it's not going to harm you. It just means it doesn't look as pretty, that's all. But if you grow rocket in a tub and say grow it on a shelf, like on your potting bench or something, that seems to make a difference, I've found, rather than growing it directly into the ground. So if you are bothered by flea beetle, then try doing it in a pot on a bench or on a shelf or something like that. See if that helps. Right, I want to plant something. I am in that kind of mood. I need to plant. So these are purple choy that I grew. I think I sown them when I was actually doing one of my seed sowing videos. So I'm going to put 3 of those in here to let them grow on and see what they're like and see if we want any more of them. And also I have got some chard. Now these need thinning out, but what I thought I'd do, because they're going to be thinned out, I was going to take out the thinnings and plant them in a little row on that ridge there, because the beetroot are in the middle, and then on that ridge I can put those in, or on the other side of the ridge, and see if we can get another crop of chard. Right, let's do these choy first. You know, with all this rain, it really hasn't soaked the ground that much. I mean, if you go down a couple of inches, well, a couple of centimetres even, it's kind of damp, but it's certainly not as wet as I'd expect with the amount of rain that we've had over the last couple of days at all. Now, we love pak choy. I don't think I've ever eaten purple choy so I'm hoping to try these out, and if we do like them, then we can grow loads more. But these are just a tester crop basically. This leaf is looking a bit yellow and unhappy, so I'm just going to take that one off, and then it's a lovely healthy little plant. There we go. Tester choy done. Now, can you see Mama? Ooh, sorry. I do love seeing birds on nests, but the most exciting thing that we've discovered on the plot today is this. Can you see if I put a little bit of shade? Look what we have. Baby tadpoles and mommy frog. There are loads of them in here. It's just hard to see with the light glare. There are absolutely loads. It's beautiful. Hey babies. And Mummy Frog is in here too, but as you can see, there is no way for her to get out at the moment. So I am going to have to very, very carefully create something for her to get up out of, and the babies to get out of as well. So I need to find a piece of wood or something that I can use to create some kind of ladder for her. I found an old piece of wood stored behind the wood box. It's got a few screws in it, so we're going to take those out, and then that's going to make a little ramp in the little pond for the babies, and we're going to build a bigger pond that's more suitable for them, to be honest, but for now we just need to make sure that they're safe. Right then, chard. Can you see the colours? There are definitely more red than yellow. What a busy day. You have been sat here waiting patiently in the camera for a good while I've been nattering away to people and looking at tadpoles. So I am putting my finger underneath and taking like some of these out with their roots, and I'm just going to separate them out, and then the rest of these I'm going to pot on into individual pots, and they will be left to grow on bigger before they go out into the proper chard bed. But for now, let's see if we can get some more of these into the ground. It's about time we got another array of potatoes in. Today we're doing shallots, and so this is our second row of second earlies. We're going to do one more row of second earlies and then it's all main crop. We are behind with the potatoes, but to be honest, we're behind with everything, so I'm not stressing about it. You having fun, beautiful? You're looking very cool. Right then, potatoes. We've got 3 pots here, and these are the ones that are in the experiment. So, these ones are arum pilots planted by Roo. These ones are the arum pilots from the pound shop, and these ones are arum pilots from Wilkinson's. So, Roo's potatoes, pound shop potatoes, and Wilkinson's potatoes. And these pound shop potatoes came through really quick, and they have actually been topped up. Their soil level is higher than the other two because they have been topped up. But I'm going to top them all up again now and show you what we do. Okay, so remember that it isn't about how they look at this stage, because if we were judging it on that, then obviously the pound shop ones are going to be in the lead. But what we're judging it on is the quality of the yield and the weight. They've all had 3 tubers planted into a 30-litre pot, all with the same compost, which was the organic peat-free compost. But anyway, you can't see what I'm doing, so I'm going to tilt the camera down so you can actually see. So this is the pot. You can just see the leaves coming through. So what I'm doing is I am filling in around the stems of the potatoes and covering them up basically. So we're starving them of light, and then within a day or 2 they will have pushed through, and then it just creates a stronger, healthier plant basically. So that's one. We can't do that with this one because this one's too far gone. So I'm just going to fill in some soil around its stems instead. I'm absolutely covered in dog hairs, can you see? Our plot neighbour has a lurcher, and I am in love, to be honest. And if I could fit her in my pocket and take her home, I would. But I've just been able to have some lovely cuddles. Right, doggy's talking to me in the background. So here is my neighbour's plot. In fact, let's go around this side. She's got a double plot, and her plots are absolutely stunning. She works so hard and she does it all by herself, and quite frankly, she is an inspiration, and she is the most beautiful, lovely lady I ever did meet. And we were chatting today about homebrew, and I said, have you tried rhubarb homebrew? She says, no, I don't think I'd do that. But she says, but I have a big row of rhubarb. She says, why don't you help yourself and make some more? Well, I'm not one to turn down rhubarb, and she's not one to turn down a free bottle of wine. So I am going to pick a little bit from here today, and then I'm going to make some more wine. I think actually I am 4 kilograms out of 6 kilograms that I need for this next batch. So I'm going to pick maybe 1 kilogram out of this, which is probably about 6-7 stems, and I'm not far off then doing the next batch. With rhubarb, you don't want to pick too much from one plant at any one go. But what I am looking for, particularly, are pink stems. Like so. Oh gosh, that is pink, isn't it? Look at that. That's a nice one. Right, to pick rhubarb, let me show you. Right, see the base? Stem. You do not want to cut it off or anything. What you do is just pull and don't fall over. That's a nice amount to pick in one go. Right, I am going to plant some cauliflowers now, I think, and clear up another bed. But I am going to leave this here with you because I need to get on. The battery's low, and I will show you more when we do it tomorrow. So thank you for watching. This has been Jazz at Alternative Smallholding with my glorious rhubarb, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.